everyone, Kimberly Olson here, also known as the Gold Digger Girl, and I'm hosting an amazing event with my bestie, Kristen Samaniego. Wave, Kristen, so they see you, and we have special guests, Emily Ford and Sarah Robbins. They're going to introduce themselves in a moment. So we want to welcome you guys on as we are getting this started. I would love for you to share in the comments where you're tuning in from. City, state, province, country, let us know. I am in Austin, Texas. And I would also love for you to tag the person who invited you. So if somebody said, hey, you've got to watch this, see what these girls are up to, go ahead and tag them and say, hey, I'm here. Also, since we're streaming on social media, you can share this. So if you are a part of what we're doing and you would like to let others know about it, just hit that share button and you'll be able to share it wherever you want to on social media. So welcome everyone, excited. We're going to do introductions and we're going to kind of share why we're all here together right now. So hey guys, good to see you in the comments. So as I mentioned, my name is Kimberly Olson, and what I wanted to share with you guys is why I personally, and I'll have these ladies share, we got into the direct sales network marketing industry and why we're so excited about what we're doing as far as collaboration. So I personally got into network marketing in 2017. I had just come off of back-to-back pregnancies, going through postpartum depression, decade-long battle with alcohol abuse. And my friend said, hey, do you want to sell some shampoo? And I didn't really wash my hair very much because I just had babies. But I thought, gosh, you know, what I'm doing isn't working. So let's give this a go. So I started schlepping shampoo and quickly realized, if you guys can relate to this, put me in the comments. Network marketing and direct sales is the school of personal development. You cannot be successful here unless you work on yourself first. So I started enlisting in professional support, working on myself. And August 1st of 2017, I stepped into sobriety and celebrating ever since. And what happened that day, God said to me, I have just changed you. Now go change others. And I have been living by that every single day. So I went on to build to the top of a couple of network marketing companies, was number 2 recruiter globally, personally enrolled over 1,000, and have reached the top 0.5% in all of network marketing. And I also do coaching, Gold Digger Girl Co. And I decided to retire from network marketing because I wanted to focus on my company and did that for quite some time. I've been retired until now. And you guys are going to find out why. It's because of these 3 ladies here, actually. All 3 of them are the reason why I've come out of network marketing retirement. And I'm going to tell you guys why. So hang with us. I'm really excited to share more. So Kristen, I would love for you to introduce yourself. Tell everyone a little bit about you and how you got into network marketing.
Yes. Hey, everyone. I am so excited you're here. Kristen Samaniego with More to Motherhood. And I'm just really grateful for all of these ladies because they are like, you know, it's just the perfect timing and trifecta. So I've been in network marketing space for about 10 years. I was in the first 4 years and I was okay. I would say I was a mid-level leader. I started off at Juice Plus with my sister-in-law, just, you know, sounded really good. Like, you know, you could feed your kids these gummies for vegetables. And I was like, perfect. Easy button. But I came to a point where my son was diagnosed with autism and we were really strapped for money. And I remember seeing all of these women making 6 figures in this industry. And I was like, if they can do it, so can I. And so I literally took my husband's credit card, purchased a $10,000 coaching program that I didn't have the money for on his card, by the way. He didn't know. And I just dove in and I literally was a student of the profession and like how to build social media. So I went to the library because I'm a nerd every single day for 2 weeks, right around this time. It was Christmas time, actually, when I made this decision. And I studied on like how to build on social media. And then I didn't have a company. So I was like, okay, I feel ready. I've like learned some skills. And I actually end up meeting Kimberly Olson and partnering with her and one of our previous companies together. And I learned so much from her. So this is really full circle and so beautiful because just like she said, her heart is always in the right place and she has been living to inspire and impact others. And she truly did with mine. And so we built together to the top of that company. And I was one of her number one recruiter.
Number one. Yeah, you crushed it.
And it was just amazing. And it was so much fun. And that's where I got my belief. And then I started branching out into other income streams as well. I created a sign language program. I did coaching for a while. I had a podcast, but I've been searching for a place. And so in the past couple of years, I felt a little lost after I kind of moved on and I moved to a different company, did great with that company as well. Number 1 global recruiter there, and spoke on stage at their launch event. But I came to a point where I had multiple surgeries and I was just struggling personally. And so since then, I've been really looking and itching to get back into network marketing. And I've tried some products, tried some companies, and I just didn't have this passion and excitement that you've seen me show up with recently until, I saw this company. My friend was like, hey, look at this. And I was kind of like, I don't know, I'm pretty good with sign language and I'm just going to do, the other things that I'm doing. But I was like, I'll look at it because I love you, right? How many of you guys have said that to someone?
That's why,
yeah. So, right? So all of us here probably, right? And so I looked at it and I was like, oh my gosh, the caliber of leaders, the way that they're showing up, the class, the elegance, the whole mission, the movement. I was like, I'm in. Let's do this thing one more time. And I did have those hesitations of like, what if I can't do this? Or what if I don't have another build in me? But I was like, I can't look back and regret not giving it a try, right? And so I just got over my own BS and I was like, I'm going to do this thing. So I'm just super excited and grateful to be here and doing this with you ladies.
Oh, I'm so glad. So glad that you reached out and you were like, hey, will you look at this? This is how it always starts, right? Same thing. I wrestled with it and I was just like, oh, and whenever it feels really inconvenient, put me in the comments if you can relate, where it feels really inconvenient, but God is calling you to do it. You're just like, oh, we have plans and God laughs, right? So thank you for sharing that, Kristen. How about you, Sarah Robbins? You're obviously, you're known as a legend in the space because you were one of the first to really get out there in social media, build your personal brand, and obviously just really unparalleled results in your journey. So tell us about your journey in network marketing.
Well, I definitely made plans and God laughed.
Big time.
So, I'll tell everybody the shortened version, but I started my journey when I was a kindergarten teacher. I love teaching. Michigan's economy, recession of 2008. I had to supplement, even though I was the most requested teacher in my building, teacher tenure trumped performance. And so my search led me to direct sales, network marketing. Amazing. We built that sales team to $1 billion in sales in under 5 years. And the rest was history. We truly created history and we changed so many lives. And about 18 years in, things took a little shift. Back in January, Emily and I, we actually go to the same church. Our pastor's mentor said, hey, girl in the sparkly shoes, God wants to tell you something. And I'm like, well, I'm the only one with these sparkly shoes. And he said, there is a great betrayal coming. And he said, the thing that you thought would be forever, God is going to change the trajectory. And he said, but when it happens, don't worry. He said, God is going to heal it. Nothing is out of order. Nothing is out of place. And he said, and suddenly people are going to come to you and say, how much will it take for you to sell this or do this? And in 18 months, it will make up for the past 3 years. Now I'm like, who's going to betray me? First of all, I'm like, Emily, my best friend. Like, nope. I was like, I don't ever remember this word. So I forgot about it. 6 months later, literally to the day, we get a phone call saying they're changing the model. They're going affiliate. And I'm like, wow, our team was at 1.6 billion in sales at the time that we got that phone call. So it didn't make sense. Right now, it's a tale of private equity. This is not normal in our industry. I mean, that was a very, specific story. And because we had built such success, it left me in a position to go, what do I want to do? And it took me about a split second to go, of course, I want to do this again. There is no other way that we can create legacy, really, with the multitudes, with the masses, and multiply our impact. And so I knew I had to do it again. And for me, it was, I have one shot to do it again. Don't want to dilute my network. Don't want to dilute, my credibility. And I'm so excited to really just, I feel like it was an exchange. It's like, okay, God's like, trust me with this thing. I'm going to give you this thing. And we get to write this next chapter of our story. I'm so excited.
I love that so much. Do you mind sharing, because I think this is powerful, and we're going to share the company that we've partnered with, you guys. And I know some of you are just happy where you are, and that's amazing, because we're also going to share about the products and something that you can be a part of that's kicking off in January. So definitely stick with us. But I know you sent out your leadership team to go do some research. So will you share that part of it? I think that's an important piece.
We were like little hunting dogs because and here's the thing, this is a testament to good leadership in a relationship business. We all said as core leaders, we would stay together. We didn't want to splinter the team. And it was like, hey, wherever you go, we're going to go. And so we did a lot of due diligence. We researched a lot of companies from startups to the stable longevity brands. I reach out to folks at DSA, DSN, just because of the relationships I've built over the past 2 decades, reach out to industry consultants as well. And there was only one company that we were all 100% aligned in. I think, and this is really important to hear, because we talked about this before the meeting started, is, people are starting to look at, stability as being the new sexy.
Yes.
I think 20 years ago, my priorities were different. I wanted the bright, shiny new. And for those of you that are doing that, that's great. Encourage that. Like, that's how I started in my business. Today, a lot of those startups, over 95% of them, don't make it their first few years. And because of the networks that we have built, our credibility, reputation, et cetera, we just didn't want to take that gamble, just being the stage of the career that, we're all in. And so for us, one of the main things that attracted us to this business, this specific company, was the track record of success. And the fact that not only it was stable, but it was growing as well. And so that to me was a game changer.
Yeah, absolutely. And you obviously have that business acumen too, to look at something and know, like, is this solid? Is it stable? Does it have the history and the heritage and all of that? So we'll have Emily share with us about like the products and the company and all of that. Cause she loves, I feel like she's going to be able to really like explain the kind of the vision with it too, which I think is so powerful. And Sarah, I love how you always say, it's like, what do you say? It's a heart of a startup.
Yes.
But what is your saying?
Yes. So it's strong and stable, but really too, it's that spirit of a startup,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
History and heritage in the heart of a startup. And that is beautiful. I looked at, company being debt-free and growing, but also too, as they're attracting this next generation of leader and growing new international markets, it was a huge runway for growth. So I look at, the growth potential and say, can we not only sustain our success here, but can we grow and bring on a team and create some really great momentum? That's what we're seeing happening, which is really neat.
Yes, that's so exciting. Thank you, Sarah. And Emily's bursting at the seams over there. So Emily, share with everybody your background, because you guys were in different companies and you've become besties. But I'd love for you to take us back how you got started in this industry and bring us full circle to the Heritage Club, because it's all yours.
I'm bouncing because I'm so excited, and I honestly just my heart is bursting with joy, because I feel like I'm back. And what I mean by that is I got my start in business in the network marketing space when I was 23 years old. I learned about this great profession and I treated it like a profession. I became, the youngest millionaire in my company by the time I was 26. And then, we produced well over 9 figures over time and built something for well over a decade with consistency, with building culture. And then what happened for me is I no longer aligned with who I was partnered with. And I move with conviction in everything I do in life. It's either, yes, I'm certain, or if I'm not, then I don't do it. And for me, I am an entrepreneur. I'm a speaker. I'm a builder. I build things. And I built a company called Fortify, which we help personal brands flourish. And it's so much fun. And I'm a podcaster and I speak all over the world. But there was always this part that missed network marketing. Why? I have messages on my phone of when I first started to get going of this month, we were able to put diapers on our kids and Christmas presents, and we paid our mortgage, or not even that. It was the community that I've been in. Now I've learned how to stand for something. I'm getting out of an abusive relationship, like things like that. I deeply, deeply, deeply missed.
Yes.
Now I will tell you, in the last few years, being in the space I'm in, I've had every e-commerce skincare sent to me. I've had every opportunity. I have been in countless meetings with startups. I have looked at everything. And I've really grown my personal brand very strong, and I'm proud of that. And so when I look at things, it has to align with where I'm currently at. And every single time I would look at something, it was like, we're going to go back down here again. And I'm like, I can't. I literally need to rebrand this company, and you're just starting. And and it was never aligned. And I will tell you that friendships and who you associate with are just so important. I think we all know that in life. And something with Sarah, I call her Rockin' Robbins because that was like her big name. She was blogging before it was cool to blog. She had a personal brand. And so back in the day, I found her blog, and I would literally she would make a whole blog on how to do an in-home presentation. I remember like taking her photo, putting it in my team group, and I just really admired her. And, I'm from Minnesota originally. She's from Michigan. We're both now in Southern California. It's amazing. But what happened was, throughout the years in building the profession, she was always just that woman I honestly looked up to from afar. And then we wound up being on a John Maxwell stage and speaking, and I got to see her there. And then years go by, and we both meet up here, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so cool. And I think she was like, you're so cool. And so truthfully, we would just go on walks together out here on the Pacific Ocean. And we just knew, like we'll create maybe a mastermind or maybe something together, whatever. But then what happened with her, that great betrayal, I was just like, what is she going to do? And I watched her go on a scouting mission. And, I always say as well, it was like the NFL draft. Like she was obviously a huge pick. And I just knew, she's somebody that moves with intelligence. I am all heart and soul. She is heart and soul, but she also brings her brain with her everywhere she goes. And she is, in a good way, very analytical, and she's just so intelligent. And so when she found this company we're going to share, I was like, okay, leaning in, like, what is it? Right. And when she started to share with me who was leading the charge and his business acumen, and, Roger Barnett is his name. And, you're probably going to hear about him a lot because, he's a savant in business. He started the first ever beauty.com before there was even an online retailer selling beauty products. Like, he did it, and he purchased the company we're going to talk about. And he had been on a mission to remodel the company. I leaned in. And then from there, I started on the products. I started taking our breakup with Botox wands, and I started taking our supplements. And I'm like, wow, this stuff actually does work. With or without a compensation plan, I would want to talk about it. And then for me, I'm a woman of faith, and I felt this undeniable peace, yet exhilaration simultaneously. And when I would pray, I would hear just the soft whisper of like, you must. It's not even a choice. And what I mean, you must, for me, I feel called to help this great profession. I know that God has given me a gift of branding, and the visual side of things. I'm a very big creative woman. And I just knew that if not me, then who? Right. And I just had to walk in that mandate. And so after doing my due diligence, many different layers, I also knew that this one over here, Sarah Rockin' Robbins, is going to build this to $1 billion in the next 3 to 5 years. And am I just going to sit over here, still building beautiful businesses, but not having the income or the impact that this profession can do? I'm not going to sit back and watch her do this. I'm not. And I want to co-labor with her, and I want to co-labor with all these other great people that are saying yes to this. And so it was a calling, a lean in, and my mission and purpose on this earth is way too great to play small. I play to win the game, and I play to impact lives, and I will go all out. And that's what led me to saying yes, is just walking in that obedience and knowing that it's the right thing to do.
Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. I love how purposeful you are when you speak too. No wonder you're a global speaker. So Thank you for sharing that. And let us know in the comments if that's resonating with you guys, of just wanting to connect with something and be in alignment with something. I think that's so important. And the company we've partnered with is Shackley. It's obviously it has the history and the heritage, and that's where the heritage comes into play. This company, like Sarah said, is, obviously it's growing, it's fully been rebranded, it's modernized, all the things, the products, like the sculpting one was just on the Today Show. Like, this is sexy stuff we can promote on social media. I have PhDs in natural health and holistic nutrition. So my default setting is always to look at the nutrition, the ingredients, and the clinical studies. Like, that's what I geek out on with my green personality, is I want to know, like, where's the proof, because unfortunately, just the way things are, we can see things on social media, but where's the proof? And when I was looking into everything, I was just like, okay, first off, this company is attracting the highest caliber of people I have ever seen. I mean, they're coming in droves, guys. But the second part of it is, if that's not your priority right now, the products, I mean, these are products that are for the whole home. And obviously I'm passionate about clean ingredients, but I'm talking legit clean ingredients, EWG certified. It's the highest standard. So where we're able to put clean products into our bodies, in our homes, obviously our cleaning products and our body care, all of the things that come with that. So we'll talk about that in a minute as well. So Emily, will you share how the Heritage Club was born and how everyone here can be a part of it as a founding member? We're all working together, you guys, the ladies that you see here. Please tag the person who invited you. If somebody said, hey, you got to watch this, of course, connect with them. But Emily, do you mind sharing with us what it means to you, the Heritage Club, and this idea of community marketing, the new era? Will you share about that?
Absolutely. Well, our founder, he said, hey, let's erase network marketing. Let's call it community marketing. Okay. And I'm like, I can really get behind that. And so many different reasons, but I'll say community is everything. And I think we all know, I'd love to see in the chat, like, when you're in a healthy community, is your life blessed? Yes or yes. And so community is everything. And, personally, I said to Sarah, listen, Sister Boo, I have a lot of things going on. I want to build this with intelligence, with systems. Someday I might have a family. I don't want to compromise my marriage, my faith. I just need to do this the right way. And she is the systems queen, if you guys don't know this already. And she's like, Emily, we are going to build with intelligence. We're going to have systems. We're going to do this in a whole different way. And so I took that piece. And then I also took, like I do with any brand, I looked at this beautiful company that, Dr. Shackley founded, the first ever multivitamin, 1967. Like, it is deep and rich in heritage. The products have been in NASA. They've been on Olympic athletes. Like, this is not something that's on trial. And so what I really saw as I went super deep into the company was it's giving you that stable piece, right? And I feel as if a lot of women are craving stability right now. We kind of went through the 2010, 2015, like boss babe era, burnout. We're all like working 24/7. And I'm like, I just believe there's a resurgence, or I think there's something shifting in the atmosphere where we want to come back down to earth and we want to reprioritize our lives. And so I had this vision to have the Heritage Club as it's all these people collaborating together to create change in what? First, our homes, but then in the world. And let's do this together. And let's do this not trying so hard. It's supposed to be easy. It's supposed to flow. And I have found a lot of times in this type of work, in the space that we're in, it's very try hard. It's very desperate. It's spammy, right? And so what we're doing is we're creating a beautiful brand that people want to be a part of. They feel like they belong, but it has foundational principles that are based on values that I believe that you should lead with in your lives and also in your business. And so what you will see is a whole platform of beautiful graphics. You'll see eventually we'll have swag. You'll see when you go to an event, you're like, what is this? It's so classy. It's different. Because that's really who we want to attract. And that is actually who we are. It's a very sophisticated company. And I mean that in all the best of ways. I just think gone are the days of flashing buttons and everyone running around with big checks. And like, it's needed to see a shift in our great profession. And this is the company to align with because they've already set it up. And then I'm coming in and I'm just elevating the brand and giving people a safe place to land with the Heritage Club.
Oh, I have chills. Like, we are changing the industry right now as we speak. Like, it's happening right in front of your eyes. Yes. Oh my gosh. Sarah, will you talk about redefining direct sales and let everybody know how they can get started with us now and that we have a special promo?
Yes. Okay. So we are committed to really redefining direct sales and doing things different with intelligence, integrity, with systems, and community. That is a thing I just want to encourage everyone here. It's like when I started my business, I didn't get to choose. You get to choose. And it's not just about choosing a company. Yes, that is a big decision. It's the first decision you make. But then the next best decision as it relates to business is, what community am I joining? And as you mentioned earlier, Kimberly, is we are attracting the best of the best in terms of talent in the industry, outside of the industry. And so we're all here to lift the load and really make this simple for people so they can design a professional life that really fits around the rest of their life, honoring first faith and family. And again, really helping families to create legacy. And that's why I'm here. And that's why I'm so excited about the movement that we are creating and the systems that we are establishing. So if this gets you guys as excited as we are to redefine direct sales, like we are writing the story, this group together, you can join us and we would absolutely love that. So when you join as an ambassador, the best thing is you get your best discount on the products. You can earn the products for free or some extra money by simply sharing your referral link or results with other people. And let me just say this, one of the reasons why I chose this plan was because it rewards both sellers and builders. So for sellers, we pay out the highest percentage-wise, more percentage-wise than any pay plan in our industry. There's also selling bonuses too, and you can promote to leadership by simply selling. And I love that because I know as a leader, I'm only successful as my team, as the brand new person who joins. And we're finding new people unlocking great success right from the get-go, which is so exciting. And then for those of you who are like us and you want to build a career income and you really want to make a difference in the next generation of leaders, what attracted me was the plan that they have for leaders and the bonuses that they put in place to help people to promote all throughout the journey, which is amazing. So when you join, you can join as we call them an ambassador, and you will be able to get your business kit, all of the products that you need. And by the way, the average order size is so much greater because people are going, ooh, I need the cleaning products. I need the clean beauty. I want the skincare, all of the things. Trust me, you will have a hard time not adding to cart. It's not like gone are the days where it's like you had to do your monthly order and you're like, what do I need to order? I'm going, I literally need to stop. My husband's like, what are all these boxes? Instead of Amazon boxes, now they're Shackley boxes. It's a good thing, I promise. Because really, when you think about it, you're replacing what you were ordering anyways. And so are your customers. There is no convincing. That's what I love. Consumable products, so people are reordering. There is no convincing. So when you join, you pick what you want at a great discount. There's some awesome enrollment bundles that you can get started with as well to really experience the journey of what we like to call ageless from the inside out, right? How we age from the inside out. And that's just part of our story. So we've got a little promo for y'all that actually runs from now until midnight tonight.
You're like right now.
Right now. And so I'm so excited. If you join in the US, and let me just tell you about this collagen, any order. So you'll click the join button, you'll join as an ambassador, check out the website of the person who invited you on. When you do, with a $150 order, we're going to give you our free collagen, our collagen 9 for free. And listen, every company has a collagen right now, but let me just tell you about this collagen. This is the only complete collagen on the market with all 9 essential amino acids, which is actually required to build protein, specifically collagen in the body. Look at Emily's hair right now. No extensions. Look at my hair. I have no extensions. Her and I, my same hairdresser, her hair too, because we're neighbors. Literally, my hairdresser's like, what in the heck have you been doing? And I was like, I promise, only taking the collagen. That is the only thing different. It is amazing. Okay. So we will give that to you for free, just as a thank you for joining us tonight. The code will work until midnight. That's just how we have it set up. And then if you're in Canada, we've got a separate little offer for you. And this is one of my favorites, our Nourish Body Lotion. So this is so cool. Everything Shackley does is so elevated. Can I just share a fun fact? We have a quick 30-second.
Yes.
Okay. So let me just share this. So we bring on the best of talent, the best in terms of innovation. And we only no fad products. These are products that we know that our customers have been using the products for decades. And that's what's so neat. That's actually really encouraging and exciting, right? And we have a 100% guarantee. So you can actually try or join, and it's risk-free, 100% guarantee, less than 1/3 of 1% of returns. Okay. So they brought on, one of the people that they brought on from at an advisory level is Michael McGeever, who was the brain behind the LVMH beauty brand. So I want you to think about Dior Beauty, Fenty Beauty. This is the type of talent that Shackley brings on board to create an elevated clean beauty line. So we have clean skincare that is EWG verified. What that means is over 2,500 questionable chemicals and ingredients removed. But it is so clinically proven that it is guaranteed through our clinical studies to take your age index down by a decade. So who doesn't want to look 10 years younger, right? So they took these products and they were looking at the most beautiful fragrances at these famous scent houses in New York. And they said, we want to recreate this, but it has to be clean, because we know that fragrances aren't good for our body. And so it smells good, it feels good. All of the products you're going to see have an elevated look. If you've not been to Shackley's website for a while, you need to check out the rebrand. They have an elevated look, but an elevated feel too. So that's your offer for you if you join in Canada as well. And we would love to have you as a part of this community.
That is fantastic. And final thing is, for those that maybe aren't wanting to become an ambassador, but they want to have a full reset come 2025. Can you, I'll put it up on the screen here. Can you talk a little bit about the 5-day reset?
Oh my goodness. So I am so excited about this new product that launched. This is seasonal. It will sell out, but gone are the days of those cleanse, the flash and the form, right? Where you are so withered away by the time it's done, you undo all the work because you are angry. So this is a high protein, clean reset that actually resets your hormones, your health, your metabolism, reshapes the body in as little as 5 days. We're doing an incredible accountability group. I don't know about y'all, but I love accountability. So if you want to join us, you can join as a customer and just purchase the reset bundle right now. We'll put you in our community, which will be so much fun. We're going to have wellness tips, workouts, and of course, motivation and inspiration from some of the greats like you see here today. And we would love to have you join us.
Oh, that would be fantastic. So write that down. Code is DEC150. Get back with the person who invited you. They can tell you more about being an ambassador or a customer. We would love to partner with you, and you can come be a part of redefining the direct sales space, because mark our words, that's what's about to go down. And we're just really excited to get some time with you guys to be able to share what's on our hearts and why we're so passionate about coming together, because you can go fast alone, but you can go much further together. And that's really what we are all about. So thank you, ladies, for taking some time tonight. And take a little picture, you guys, throw it in your stories and tag us. If you want to tag us on Instagram, probably the easiest way to find the four of us. Love to give you a shout out for doing that. We really appreciate you taking the time to let us share what we're passionate about. So Emily, Sarah, Kristen, thank you guys so much for doing this.
Thank you.
Yes. Have a great night, you guys. Bye for now.